Much me in a nutshell, and I feel, you know, I'm excited for what 2024 brings. Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. For those of y'all who are new, welcome. My name is Han, and if you aren't already subscribed, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. But if you are subscribed, thank you. Welcome back. I'm glad you guys are still sticking with me, still subscribing. I know it's been a hot minute since I've uploaded a video. Sorry for my squeaky chair. What a year, right? What a year. Well, I figured, you know, since I haven't filmed a video, this would be a good opportunity to kind of film like a get ready with me while I chit chat, kind of catch you guys up with what's been going on with me and how this year has been. 2023 has been a year of just growth and acknowledgement and acceptance, and yeah. So kind of catch you guys up on that. And yeah, well, I can't believe it's about to be 2024, y'all. Like, that's crazy. But anyways, I don't have a lot of time. I have to get ready because I had to drop off my car at a body shop to get some work done, and then we have a friend's birthday dinner and another event after that. So I'm gonna see if I can try to keep this under 10 minutes because I don't have a whole lot of time. I've already prepped my face with my skincare, sunscreen and stuff like that. So since it's kind of get ready with me chit chat, I'm gonna try to like see if I can multitask, because I'm not the best multitask. I like to just focus on one thing at a time, you know. So I'm just gonna keep it light with what I'm doing. All right, so anyways, a lot had happened since I've uploaded my last video. It's been like months, and honestly I think like I'm still trying to figure out ways to like get over my irrational fears that I have, and just coping with like my anxiety when I get anxious, because I think what's going on in the world kind of like impact the way I think in a sense, and how I feel, like safety and things like that, you know. So I get anxious a lot, and my anxiety just gets the best of me sometimes. So I'm working on building my mental strength. Just kind of tell myself, like, you know, everything will be all right. If something's out of my control, then it's out of my control. You know, I shouldn't try to stress over it. I shouldn't try to worry too much about it, and just let whatever happens happen, right? Just kind of go with the flow, because I realize I overanalyze a lot, and I always like think 2 steps ahead. And I realize when I do that, it kind of just it stresses me out a lot, and it makes me really anxious. And also, especially with things that I can't control, you know. So I've realized over the years that, like, especially this year, I've realized like I just like to be in control of a lot of things. So when I'm not in control, I get really nervous and anxious, and I don't want to live like that, you know. I feel like I need to just let things be. Whatever happens, and I could just like deal with it during, you know, at the moment when it happened, rather than just trying to think 2 steps ahead of like, what if, you know, the what if. Yeah, so the what if always gets me. It always like stressed me out, and yeah, it always stressed me out, and it works me up, you know. I get worked up, and I get worked up very easily. So that's what I've been dealing with pretty much this year, just trying to figure out ways and like coping mechanism, that what I can do like when I get really anxious, or like my anxiety, you know, when I start experiencing anxiety, like what can I do to limit that, you know, to kind of calm it down in a sense, you know. And I know everybody's anxiety level is different. Everyone's anxious level is different. Everyone gets triggered differently, you know. So you just kind of have to figure out what works best for you, and what solution you can do to help those anxieties and those like anxious feelings, and you know, when you experience them. So that's just been me, just kind of getting to know myself and what works for me. Is what I've been kind of like dealing with this year. And also too, I think like with that, it's kind of like really like just take my motivation away, because I'm just so focused on like trying to deal with that and handle that in the best way I can, because I know like my anxiety level is all about my mind. It's all mental, you know. It's all about my mental strength, and so that's what I'm really trying to work on. And I know some people, like, you know, need medicine and medication, but for me it's like it's not that severe where I need medication. It's just, again, my mental strength. I just gotta figure out what works for me in terms of like what I need to do like when I start feeling anxious. So I started telling myself, like, I talk to myself, I'm like, Han, it's okay, calm down, take a deep breath, you'll be okay, you'll be okay. And I'm trying to convince myself that I'll be okay. And then once I do, I realize like my whole body, my mind just shift, you know, like I start to become more calm, and I just like, I'm less anxious. So it's just a matter of telling myself like, I'm okay, like I'll be okay, like don't worry about it. And you know, fear, just my anxiety just stems from fear. And I'm working on it. I'm trying to be better. I'm trying to be better at it. It's hard, you know, it's hard. So I'll just, you know, my biggest advice, that what I've learned this year is just take it one day at a time. Just be really gentle with yourself and give yourself that grace, and just, you know, just be patient with yourself, because eventually you'll find what works for you, you know. And once you do, just continue reminding yourself like, you know, you'll be okay. And figure out what triggers your anxiety, you know, like dig deep in like what triggers it, because I feel like that's all, finding the root of the problem and kind of working from there really genuinely helps a lot. Like my anxiety has gotten better over the years, just because I'm like, I let myself feel that, and I'm like, why am I so anxious? Why am I experiencing anxiety? Like, what is it, you know? What's causing it? And then once I figure out what's causing it, I just kind of like figure out solutions that works. Okay, so if let's say for example, I'm experiencing anxiety every time I go out in like crowded places, right? Why am I always so anxious? And I'm like, oh, it's because like, you know, I'm afraid like, what if something happens because I'm in a crowded area? What if like someone's like, you know, start shooting up the place? What am I gonna do? And then I just like, okay, when I go to crowded places, I just have to be aware and alert of what's going on, who's around me, you know. And if there's certain things that's just out of my control, it's just out of my control. I just can't control it. So then when that happens, I just tell myself like, hon, you'll be okay, you'll be okay. Don't overstress yourself. Just, you know, just try to enjoy the moment, you know. So so that's how I kind of I guess cope with my anxiety and figure out what works for me. So again, you just gotta figure out what stems your anxiety, what triggers it, you know, what's the root of the problem. Oh, and you're wondering why I was looking crazy. It's because I'm doing the Phillips technique. Like I love it. It looks so natural. I love the Phillips technique. Like I love it. So I'm like a huge skin tint person. I love that natural, simple look. And y'all look. Look, I was looking crazy earlier, but now look at me. Flawless.
So anxiety was one of my biggest mental health concerns that I really wanted to focus on and really take the time to really just work through it, because it was really affecting the way I was living my life and how I want to live my life. But overall, I honestly feel like I've made a lot of progress, and I am proud of myself for taking the time to really dive deep into the problem and figure out what I can do to help it.
And I've gotten a lot better. I've come a long way, and again, that kind of just takes away my motivation to do anything. And like, you know, and it's like I want to do it, but it's like I don't have the drive, the motivation to like start, you know what I mean? So like, so now I'm better, now I'm ready. So 2024, I'm gonna start chasing what I need to chase, and I'm gonna start achieving what I want to achieve. I'm just gonna start going after my goals and just get that motivation back, you know, and just get that motivation back and determination. Just continue doing what I love, chasing what I love, because I'm not gonna be where I want to be if I'm not putting the work in, right? And so another thing too I was struggling with is like, you know, always compare myself with the people around me. And you know, success looks very different on everyone, right? Everyone measures success very differently, right? So my biggest advice is like, never ever compare yourself to the people around you, because when you compare yourself, you'll literally be in like a dark hole, right? Because you're all like, how come this person's so successful but I'm not where I want to be in life, you know what I mean? And so don't do that. Don't give yourself that unnecessary stress and burden of like just comparing yourself, like, how come this person is so successful, they're making 6 figures but I'm nowhere near there. You know, when you do that, you're literally like, you will drain yourself and become overwhelmed and just stress yourself out. So just, you know, take it day by day and just continue making sure that you work towards your goal, whether that's like little by little, baby steps, doing like spend an hour and something a day. That's still progress. That's still going towards, you know, reaching towards your dreams and your goals, you know. Just again, give yourself grace and don't be too hard on yourself, because I know for me it's like I'm like, oh, I need to do this, I need to do that, but it's like it's always lingering in the back of my head, and when I don't do it I feel so bad and guilty, like, see, I feel like I didn't accomplish nothing, you know. So again, just be patient with yourself, give yourself that love, and continue flowering yourself. You know, just continue, just pour all that love into yourself, and literally just take it day by day. Put a little bit of time in towards something that you want to achieve, so therefore you can get to where you want to be eventually, you know, because everything takes work, hard work, effort, time, you know, all of that. And for me, it's just motivation was just so hard. I just couldn't get myself to like start editing videos. And I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna edit, I'm gonna do it. But it's like that start, you know, that push that you need to just start. It's so hard. Like even when I want to work out, I'm like, oh, you know, I'm so like, when I book the class, I'm like, oh, I'm ready. And then when the day comes, like, oh my God, I don't want to go. But then when I push myself, it feels so good, because once I'm there, I worked out, I feel so productive. I feel like I've accomplished something. I feel like, wow, like I literally pushed myself. It's like literally like the sky's the limit, you know. So yeah, so that's why I'm just like, just remind yourself and find the purpose in what you're doing, because I think once you find the purpose in what you're doing, you will be really happy with what you're doing, and you will have the motivation to do what you're doing, if that makes sense, you know. So I think for me, that's where I'm at. I'm getting that motivation back and just working on my mental health, because, you know, mental health is very important. Mental health is like a foundation of, like, you know, your purpose, right? You want to make sure you're in a good headspace mentally, and, you know, be able to do what you need to do to get to where you want to get to in life, right? So yeah, that's kind of what I've been going through in a nutshell. I just have to stop comparing myself to other people. Everyone's success is that looks differently for everyone. My journey is different than the people next to me. As long as, you know, you have people around you that support you and just uplift you and just continue, like, you know, pushing you towards the right direction, and, you know, just being positive, and that positive energy really do make a difference, and that support really do make a difference in your life, you know. Like, I think it's so important, like, you know, as you get older, you want just positive energy. You want people who have the best interest, you know, the people who genuinely love you for who you are, who genuinely want the best for you, you know. And so that's one thing, like, I'm very glad and appreciative, and I will never take it for granted. The people that I have around me, like, they genuinely, like, want the best for me. They always support me, even when I doubt myself, like I don't have the motivation. They're always there to support me, and I genuinely love that. Like, they're the one who push me, you know. If sometimes I just feel like I don't have in me to continue driving, you know, they will push me and just, like, you know, make sure that I have that motivation, that determination, and that, like, that drive, you know. Sometimes you just need people to just kind of steer you in the same, you know, steer you in the right path, and just kind of, you know, put you back in your lane so you can focus. And because it's easy to be distracted, it's easy to lose focus, it's easy to just, you know, shift to the right, you know, when you should be going straight. And you need people like that, just kind of, like, you know, move you back a little into the straight lane, and just, you know, keep that focus, because you can only see the end goal, you know, right? And the people around you is the one who can help you see your end goal. You're the one who is in control of, you know, how you want your life to be, in a sense, right? So yeah, that's pretty much me in a nutshell. And you know, I'm excited for what 2024 brings. And, you know, I've done a lot of traveling this year, which really helped me with my mental state. I love traveling. I feel like it just really, like, allow me to just step away for a little bit, because life moves so fast, and traveling just give me that fresh breath, that fresh air, you know, that fresh air that I need every once in a while. So I'm very appreciative that I get to travel, you know, just kind of step away for a little bit, and yeah, and I'm very appreciative that I have the people around me that I can really, like, just depend on, in terms, like, you know, like, people around me, like, have really good mental strength. And so when I need that, I can just look next to me, like, you know, I need that. I need that mental strength. So give me some of that, you know, energy, you know. So I'm glad I have people like that around me that I can just depend on when, like, you know, I'm just, like, falling on my knees or whatever, you know. All right, I need to do my eyebrows. So yeah, because I have so much I want to do, you know, so many things I want to accomplish, but the only person who can do that is me, right? And like I love making content, I love recording, like it just excites me. So I'm ready to be back in this space, because you know my goal is to be able to continue making content, do things that I love, to share to the world, and you know, just yeah. But I'll get there eventually. I'll get there eventually. It just takes time. So I know I just put my other blush on, but I've been loving this like monochromatic look lately, like this like berry look. This monochromatic look has been my go-to look. But yeah, leave down in the comment section, you know, what are you guys looking forward to in 2024? Like what are you guys like, what are y'all's goals, or like what are y'all trying to achieve in 2024? You know, like I would love to read in the comment section what are y'all's goals, what are y'all trying to achieve, and let's work on it, you know, let's continue work on it, and let's be there for each other, let's support each other, you know. I'm gonna put some more on my lips. And I have some travel plans for 2024 that I'm so excited for. Yeah, I just can't, I'm excited for the travel plans and just where I will be mentally and how much growth I will, you know, growth personally, professionally, mentally, emotionally, physically, you know, all that growth. You know, you just want to make sure you're growing in a positive way, be the best version of yourself. Yeah. So this is pretty much just like my super natural simple look. And y'all, I'm going on vacation soon. Taking one last trip before the year is over, and I can't wait. Hopefully, you know, I'll be filming when I'm there, and then this video can go up before I post that video. Oh, you can see. Oh, I love this. This is like my new obsession, y'all. My new obsession. Like, I love the texture. I love the colors. It's like the color I've been looking for. I'm gonna put some on my lids. That monochromatic look. Love it. I don't know if you guys can see it, but this is my monochromatic look, like a berry look, perfect for winter. Absolutely love it. So yeah, thank you for, you know, sitting through with me, hearing me talk, chit-chatting, kind of catching up with me, seeing what I've been up to. So I can't wait to be back. I am excited to continue filming content for y'all, you know, sharing what I love, and hopefully, you know, we can all relate through that. And I'm trying to put my earring on. Also, I've been into like these like double like gold earrings. I freaking love gold. But anyways, yeah, so I'll show you guys my finished look after I do my hair. And yeah, so I'm pretty much done with my look. If you guys haven't tried the Phillips technique, make sure you try it. It's amazing. I like it, just looks so natural, and I just love the look of it. But anyways, thank you so much for sitting through with me, like I mentioned earlier, and just kind of, you know, hearing me out, catching up with me, and also seeing how I do my makeup. Super simple. Hopefully it's like not too long, but it's like my go-to look. I've been into this like monochromatic berry look for the winter look. Absolutely love it. It's like, has a little bit like a color to it, but it's also like very like subtle, you know, which is what I'm all about. But anyways, I hope everyone, you know, had a great 2023. If not, I hope 2024 is better for y'all. I hope everyone's healthy. I hope, you know, everyone gets to reach their goals, everyone gets to accomplish what they've always wanted to accomplish. You know, it's just 2024. Let's all be there together, continue to support each other in the most positive way, uplifting way, and let's continue building our mental strength. You know, let's continue working on, you know, our traumas, our anxieties, whatever it is. Let's dig through the root of the problem and work from there, you know, because that way, that's honestly, I feel like that's the way that you can actually grow and move forward from from whatever is triggering you. You gotta work from the root of the problem. And just continue to grow with the people that you love, the people that have the best what's the word I'm looking for? The best interest, the best, want the best for you at heart, genuinely loves you, wants you to be who you are, always there for you. Let's continue surrounding ourselves with those type of people. Let's be grateful. Let's enjoy life and just be present. Take it one day at a time. Let's not overwhelm ourselves or stress ourselves out. And continue traveling the world. Like, if you guys haven't traveled, please make sure you start traveling, whether it's locally, and then start out, travel locally within your state, and then from there go like domestically, and then out of the country. Like, traveling literally like teaches you so much about the world, about people, and it really just opened up your perspective a lot. It's just nice to see different sides of the world, different people, different culture, different, it's amazing. I absolutely love traveling. Yeah, I highly recommend for everyone to just start traveling. It's amazing. If you're able to travel. It's amazing. So yes, I'm going to show you guys my final look. Alright, y'all, so this is my final look. Just kind of straighten my hair. I'm in a rush, I gotta go. But anyways, I hope you guys have a wonderful holiday, and thank you so much for tuning in. Please don't forget to subscribe. Make sure you guys give this video a big thumbs up, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Love y'all.